Good afternoon, distinguished guests, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. Again, Berasategui. I'm Managing Director of Noatum Logistics in the Middle East and Global CEO for Noatum Project Cargo. What we are going to talk is innovative solutions in project cargo logistics, how to be sustainable in project cargo logistics, moving heavy stuff and not that heavy in industrial projects. It's my pleasure to join this distinguished panel and discuss a subject matter that's very near and dear to us and Noatum Project Cargo, that is poised to reshape our industry and the way we serve our customers. Before I begin my discussions, I will spend very few moments to tell you about what Noatum Logistics and Noatum Project Cargo is, just to be a little bit more familiar. So, in a nutshell, this is Noatum, which is a global integrated logistics supply chain services provider specializing in multimodal freight forwarding, international supply chain management, contract logistics, project cargo logistics, e-solutions, customs, and trade compliance. Serving as the logistic arm of Abu Dhabi Ports Group, we operate a growing network of 90 offices located in over 25 countries, and which is more important, backed by 3,300 people, which give us capability to serve our customers, entire supply chains, end-to-end, along all major global markets and trade lanes. And who we are, Noatum Project Cargo. Noatum Project Cargo is the project cargo division of Noatum Logistics, leveraging Noatum Logistics in Noatum Logistics Global Network. We serve some of the largest industry sectors, including offshore wind, oil and gas, power, renewable energy, mining, rail stock, or port equipment, as well as any other sort of industrial cargo. We offer a full spectrum of solutions, ranging from transport engineering, door-to-door transport, and why not, vessel chartering, and where we are quite experts. In the Middle East region, we have a very talented team of project cargo experts and in-house engineers who bring the market global track record of managing some of the largest and most complex projects in the area. Pivoting to our discussion, as we look into the future of industrial project logistics, it is crucial to reflect on the impact that our choices have not only on the operational success of our activities, but also on the environment and the communities we are serving. Today, I want to focus on the importance of adopting efficiency and low-emission criteria in the transportation of our project logistics. Transport is a critical component of project logistics, often accounting for a significant portion of the environmental footprint of our operations. Freight transport ensures the continuity of supply chains and serves as the lifeblood of global economic activity. However, it also generates a substantial portion of global greenhouse gas emissions and plays a role in the degradation of our ecosystems. As stewards responsible for sustainable performance of our operation, it is vital that we adopt measures that improve energy efficiency and reduce our total carbon footprint, while ensuring the excellence and reliability of our services. In other words, we must deliver for our environment and our customers win-win solutions. With this context in mind, I wanted to share with you some key guidelines to consider we collectively work together towards more sustainable transport solutions and highlight what we at Noatum Project Cargo are doing to deliver our share. Whenever possible, we as industry players should opt for low-carbon monsoon transport. In this sense, prioritizing rail over road can result in up to 75% fewer GHG emissions. For short distances, we can consider the use of EV trucks. However, in project logistics, it is difficult to find equipment of this type due to the need of move heavy-duty weights or heavy haulage. By choosing these options, when well suited to the task, of course, we can significantly reduce our carbon footprint. And I would like to highlight, because we have been hearing during the day collaboration. As a proof of concept, we have just launched from Noatum Logistics a shuttle rail service from Fujairah terminals to Khalifa port. That connection is thanks to Etihad Rail, our cooperation with our colleagues of Etihad Rail. And it's not only focused in pure container commodities, but we are thinking about just putting together Fujairah, using Khalifa port as a hub to deliver to Dhafra region. Will be able to deliver a lot of cargo, saving this sailing time from Fujairah to, let's say, Jebel Ali and Khalifa, and at the same time we are connecting just to the area everything is moving today, which is Helankasa, Rubeis, you name it. Whenever possible, we as industry players, efficiency in transport is not just about the modality that we choose, but also how we use it. Planning routes that minimize distance travel and avoiding road congestion can reduce fuel consumption and GHG emissions. Other measures, such as consolidating loads or avoiding empty kilometer, are actions that allow the capacity of different modes of transport to be maximized and reduce the total number of trips. These solutions lead to clear reduction in consumption and emissions. Just an example, this morning we have a panelist talking about the EPCs. When we're talking about the EPC and EPC projects, engineering, procurement, and construction, logistics used to be from the P to the C, from procurement to construction. But by means of doing task force together with the EPC contractions, what we are helping is just to get a better planning and just to consolidate shipments, geographical-wise, but also in the delivery schedule-wise. So that means that we are going to use less vessels to provide the same, the same commodity to be transported. And Espen has helped me just to be another example, just to move heavy duty, such as let's say wet towage of cranes or floating docks of 14,000 tons from Korea to Spain. We are a proud user of StormGeo in terms of optimizing the time the vessel has to fight against the weather, which it seems that it stopped, but no, it's sailing against the weather, wasting fuel, let's say putting our sailors in danger. So, so again, collaboration, okay? Contrary to common misconceptions, the implementation of sustainable practices generates economic benefits to companies in many cases. Efficiency, energy efficiency measures such as optimizing route planning, using best available techniques, or implementing circular economy measures, focus on minimizing the use of resources and reducing waste generation, lead to cost reduction. Ultimately, it will have a positive effect, reducing the payment of fees and pollution taxes. The transport sector is rapidly evolving with the application of new technologies that offer green alternatives. More efficient vehicles, synthetic biofuels, or green hydrogen-powered transport are increasingly accessible and viable for logistics and associated operations, including port operations. Investing in these technologies, where possible, can lead to long-term environmental and economic benefits. Sustainability is not an individual activity. It is a community, team sport activity. Therefore, to be effective, our efforts rely on cooperation with others. It is essential for us to work with logistics providers who share our commitment to reducing our collective environmental footprint. This includes selecting partners who have tracked a record of using sustainable practices and who are committed to reducing GHG emissions, such as Etihad Rail. Having said that, it is also essential for our industry to support the development and application of new technologies for the production of green and sustainable energy, such as offshore and onshore wind technologies, photovoltaic and solar thermal plants. We as Noatum Project Cargo are helping technology developers operate a number of floating system demos, such as the Demosat, which is the first wind farm floater in concrete, plus more than 5,000 tons floater, X1 Wind that you are seeing in the screen. Both of them are based in Spain. Moreover, we have performed the logistic development of a commercial offshore wind farm, Kincardine, in Scotland, which is one of the biggest commercial floating wind farm in the world. It's serving and producing energy. It's a commercial grid, the biggest commercial grid connected to the land. It's serving 55,000 houses, electricity, and this farm is called to save 94,000 tons of CO2 emissions yearly. While technology and strategy are crucial, the behavior of individuals within our organization is equally as important, if I may say, a little bit more important. Through our sustainability strategy, training and awareness actions, we must build a culture of sustainability in which our teams are empowered to take actions that have a meaningful impact on our carbon footprint. These values must be embedded in the service and logistics solutions that we offer to our clients. For example, applying measures that reduce waiting times and engine idle times and measure it and track it. Reducing traffic speeds and ensuring proper vehicle maintenance and measures that result in a reduction in fuel consumption and GHG emission. We must have sustainability as an essential part of our DNA. Finally, to demonstrate our commitment to our stakeholders and achieve better environmental performance, it is essential to measure our environmental impact and report on our results. By measuring and monitoring our consumption, waste and GHG emissions, we can define measurable targets and detect points for improvement, which will help us meet our overall sustainability agenda. To determine the success of our sustainability actions, we need to quantify metrics that allow us to measure our performance. For example, the calculation of energy intensity, GHG emission intensity to measure operational efficiency levels or resource consumption versus activity. These indicators also serve to optimize the cost of operations. Transparency in reporting is crucial for gaining the trust of stakeholders, as we are requiring transparency to our stakeholders to report to us just to create this kind of ecosystem. Clear and honest communication about sustainability efforts enhance the organization's reputation and accountability and opens up the avenue for structured feedback, which is a huge opportunity for improvement. The path to sustainable logistics involves shared commitment and responsibility by all participant actors. Through prioritizing the 5 key actions that I have just discussed, we'll achieve continuous, real, measurable improvements in the environmental performance of our project logistic activities. I urge all of you, if I may, all of us, to take these guidelines to heart as our industry looks forward and sharing a new era where our environmental and social goals are integrated into the core of our business agenda. Together, we can lead the example and demonstrate that sustainable logistics is not only possible, but essential for the future of our planet and the well-being of our future generations. So thank you very much all, and looking forward to your questions.